it's a secret killer dumping body parts in river. Here we go.
Who are you? Stop right there. Go ahead and stop right there.
What are the chances that what are the chances the police just pulls up on you just like that? This guy either was doing this in a public spot or he was just incredibly unlucky, bro.
Idaho state officer is pointing his flashlight at 70
Before we start, here we go. I don't know what's in the Wendy's bag, so we're gonna look at it together. We got a thing of fries. Okay, well, the fries are good. Excuse me. And a burger. We got a burger. Alright. That was it. That's all I wanted to say. Back to the
Year-old Alan Bruce. He has no idea that the man he just ran into was in the middle of dumping human body parts in a nearby river after murdering, dismembering, and meticulously covering up the crime scene.
Bro, like, why do people murder other people? It's so fucking stupid.
Okay, so what are you doing? All right, so you're just trying to keep an eye on stuff then.
Yeah, excuse me for if I got you excited.
All right.
The fuck does that mean?
After Alan walks away, it would take investigators days to discover exactly what he dumped in the river, leading them through a twisted maze of misleading clues and disturbing discoveries. And
Wait,
why
did they come back and reinvestigate him? What?
The worst crime these small-town officers will ever uncover.
No, it's...
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
There is no body count. You is reduced down to nothing.
Yo!
It's a routine late spring in central Idaho.
What did you mean it was reduced down to nothing? You mean like you just dumped the body into like acid? That's fucked, bro. Ew. It's like they become a sludge. I'm thinking about it while I'm eating. Oh my
Within
god.
its mountains sits the remote town of Chalice, a place surrounded on all sides by rugged terrain and long stretches of wilderness. And at the center of it all runs the Salmon River, better known as the River of No Return. The small town of Chalice is home to fewer than 1,000 residents.
I guess where he was dumping the body. I mean, if it was a river, that would low-key just make sense. Because I guess I think he was just hoping that the like body parts would move along the river. Maybe? I don't know.
Crime rates here are remarkably low, and serious violent homicides are unheard of. But that's about to change, because a heinous crime happened somewhere in this town, and what's left of it now is in the Salmon River, waiting to be found.
Yeah, I guess he was just hoping that he could dump the body in there.
The investigation
and then it would just like float away. That's the only thing I could think of.
begins on an early Saturday afternoon, less than a year ago, when an elderly woman walks into the local police station to report someone missing.
When he's upset, I'm just surprised he hasn't been back to see. That's why I'm concerned.
Yeah. Do you know what he was wearing last when he left?
Pair of boots, blue jeans, and I think it was a dark t-shirt and baseball cap, and he's got a little pug rider.
Bro, I just realized, dude, I'm sorry I'm pausing, but like I know we're 2 minutes in. But like that's someone that someone else used to know. They got murdered and like reduced to sludge. That was a living human who is now like nothing. They're like paste. They used to speak. Oh, that's fucked up, bro. Oh my god, that made me sad. Oh my god.
It is with him everywhere.
Who is Patrick?
It's one of my dear kids that I've taken under my wing.
Okay, so not biological.
No.
Okay.
There's a picture.
Yeah, picture. Okay. Does this picture resemble what he looks like right now?
His beard is a little fuller and his hair is in better shape than that.
The man in those photos is 47-year-old Patrick Shelton. His adoptive mother, Helen, goes on to explain that Patrick spends most of his time up in the mountains, cutting and selling firewood, often late at night. He's got a chainsaw, usually at least one weapon on him, and his dog Ryder is always by his side. Additionally, Patrick doesn't really have a fixed place to stay. He moves between properties, parking motorhomes and trailers on other people's land, often getting into disputes when it's time to leave. In most missing person cases, it takes days before investigators get a solid
That's why Patrick died. I guess he fought the guy because he didn't want to leave. To turn him into sludge, though, that's fucking gross.
lead to work with. But in the town of Chalice, that process is about to be cut short.
I remember you mentioned something about when you talked about him going to Alan Bruce's. It seemed like you said something to where they had some conflict recently. They have.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why he went there?
He was supposed to go move his motorhomes, and when he got out there, Alan had moved them with the bulldozer.
Okay.
Not good. Probably screwed up the transmissions, and I don't know.
Wait. What did he do? Wait, what did he do?
Move his motorhomes, and when he got out there, Alan had moved them with the bulldozer.
The fuck? Yo, Alan seems like a bitch. A bulldozer. He just fucking ran over the house and just like destroyed it completely.
Okay.
Not good. Probably screwed up the transmissions, and I don't know.
The
Probably.
name Helen mentions immediately
probably
rings a
doesn't even,
bell
look like a
because
house.
officers know exactly who she's talking about. 70-year-old Alan Bruce is a local resident with a rural property just out of town, working odd jobs including
Yo. Dude, this guy is like a douchebag. Look how beautiful the surrounding land looks, and look where he lives. It looks like a piece of shit.
welding and mechanical work. But that's not what people in Chalice know
Fuck
him
Alan
for,
Bruce.
because Alan has a different reputation, built on constant disputes and ongoing conflicts with other locals. Just earlier in the year, he was reported for allegedly throwing gas bombs and setting a woman's property on fire.
Where is he
So
getting
based on
this,
Helen-
bro? Throwing gas bombs? Are we serious? This guy's like a fucking dude.
Statement, officers prepare to head out and speak with Alan, see if he can point them in the right direction. At this point, officers aren't too surprised that Alan's name came up, and don't expect anything serious. In reality, something already happened between Alan and Patrick just a night ago that ended very gruesomely. While officers are on their way to question him, Alan is still in the middle of covering things up. In just a few seconds, a deputy pulls up to his property.
Hey, Alan. How's it going? One thing after another. Hey, I was just coming to chat with you. We had a report that no one knows where Pat is right now.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay. And I just wanted to touch bases with you because I know you got the stuff off your property, but he was going to come by to pick it up, right?
Yeah,
Did you ever see him on
I
that?
did.
Okay.
They came by here. He was unhappy, very unhappy.
Okay, but it was just all kind of verbal argument or something, or he's just, okay. And he went and got his stuff then, or?
Well, he still has some stuff here. He said he would want to go cut some wood. He needs some money. So he's probably out somewhere out there. Maybe broke down. I don't know.
I'm just trying to create a timeline so I know who last saw him. So when was that he showed up here?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago?
3 nights ago.
Let's see, what is it? Thursday night? Okay.
In the middle of the conversation, the deputy notices something off about Alan's demeanor.
Yeah, he can't. I was gonna say that's why I almost paused the video. He can't look at them straight for a long time, and he's like fidgeting.
His responses are short, controlled,
Oh, that's not what I thought.
almost rehearsed. But as the deputy continues asking questions, things start to feel even more strange.
And then, did he hang around here long, or did he just go right over?
Back and forth.
Back and forth?
Uh-huh.
Coming back onto the property?
Yeah.
Oh,
Does
so
he
you
still
think he
stack
like
stuff here
practiced
then?
He
this?
does.
Oh,
They
okay.
get it all out.
Oh,
You think he
okay.
like
Like
practiced
that
this
shed,
shit?
that wooden shed this is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Tires in it. And you can see there's a pickup rack just over that board.
He set
Oh,
everything
just the
up.
steel there
Yeah, the
poking
steel-
up? Oh, okay.
that's his.
Okay. So he...
Wooden rack over there, the back of the trackers, like that.
This, okay.
Tires.
Kind of bunch of crap laying around?
Right.
Okay. So he got some of it, though?
Yeah.
Do you know where he was taking it to?
Taking it down to his motorhomes.
Oh, where are his motorhomes?
Right here, you walk over there and you see.
Okay. Oh, there?
There's his Ram Charger and another one's in front.
The motorhome Alan is pointing to does indeed belong to Patrick, but more importantly, it holds items that might explain what really happened to him.
Yeah, that fucking shit's fucked up.
Alan goes on to explain that he moved Patrick's motorhomes himself because of the ongoing disputes and problems between the two, which sounds normal considering they're frequent business partners. But as the conversation continues, the deputy takes note of Alan's shifting body language and quietly requests another officer to the scene. There's a noticeable tension in the way Alan carries himself. This is because while he's speaking to the deputy, his sole focus is on the barrels sitting just a few feet away, with Patrick's dismembered body parts hidden inside.
Bro. How do they not smell it? Maybe it's because it's like early. I don't know. Bro, that's fucked up. Oh my god.
I was just on a phone call for a minute, so I didn't want to bring that out here.
So did he stay here last night, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's so nervous.
Okay. And he didn't tell you where he was going to get the wood?
Hold on. It was Thursday night he left here, not last night.
Okay. You know, does he have any favorite spots so we can just go
He's got a
check
spot
for
up
him?
there at Bay Horse, pretty close to the top. You go up there before you get to the rest area, the potties.
Why would he just
Road
leave them
takes off
out
and
like
goes
that?
downhill
What
across
the
the
fuck
creek.
is wrong with him?
Way back up in there is a favorite wood cutting spot for him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that the only one you know about?
It's the only one he took me to.
Oh, okay. You may be the last person that saw him because he would have then gone up there that night potentially?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Notably, Alan's demeanor shifts once again. With a second officer on scene, he becomes more composed and careful with how he answers questions. Despite this noticeable shift, Alan provides deputies with something useful, a location where Patrick might be. The place he mentions is a remote area about 20 miles out, near the so-called
I think he's like lying. I think what he's doing, maybe he's not lying, but he might be just trying to deter them away to go over there while he just finishes everything.
River of No Return. Naturally, it's somewhere deputies need to check, but before heading out there, they decide to take a quick look around the motorhome Alan pointed to earlier. A small decision that will give police something useful to work with later on.
Did they not walk by the barrels? I don't know. That's crazy that the body was just right there next
The
to
doors are ratchet strapped closed.
Bro.
Looks like it's cut.
Are these your footprints?
No.
And take a photo of those.
Yo, props to police, bro.
Yeah,
I would be
let's
so
open
scared
that.
to go out.
I think it
Like,
looks
just
cut.
if I know something.
That is a
Weird.
deadbolt, but
I'd be
you know
scared.
that's an
Props to
additional.
police.
I'm assuming Alan had to access it to put it in neutral. Technically, you could be looking at unlawful entry.
Clearly, the locks have been tampered with, consistent with Alan's explanation that he moved the motorhome himself. It's a small detail, but one that could give officers grounds to detain him later on.
Bro, I don't have a mouse because I'm on PlayStation, but like the barrel to the left. I don't know if you see it. You probably do. That's where the body is, bro. Oh my god, bro. Holy shit. It's like right there.
Depending on how this unfolds. But without a warrant, officers can't search inside the motorhome, so they step back, leave the scene, and head towards Big Hill, where Patrick might be. At this stage, there is still no confirmed crime. Alan has been forthcoming, and nothing directly points to anything serious just yet. But by the end of this night, police will have more than one suspect on their hands, and what might be the worst crime this town will ever see. But before we get to that, it's important to note that cases like these can affect the mental health of both the officers and the innocent people involved, and stressful situations in everyone's
No! I don't care about the ads.
insanity to get 10% off your first month.
What the fuck? I
With
thought I
that
skipped
said,
this!
Let's get known to frequent for cutting firewood. On the ground, deputies notice tire marks and begin following them, and as they continue along the trail, they spot something in the distance. A red pickup truck matching the description of Patrick's vehicle, with a
shit.
damaged windshield.
Bro.
Yeah, I think that's normal. I believe so. Hey, Pat!
Ed!
He's not gonna be there.
Ed, it's County Sheriff's Office! Can you hear us?
He's not gonna be there.
Dog's in the seat.
Wait, what?
Alive?
What was the dog's name?
Ryder.
Ryder, buddy.
No, bro.
Ryder.
And awake?
No, it's not moving.
No, bro.
He's messed himself. Oh, he's moving.
Yes!
It's just
Let's fucking go, bro. W Rider, bro. Oh my god. Dude, that scared the fuck out of me, dude. Oh my god. W fucking Rider.
only a he, by the way. Hi, baby. I'm here, okay. We're gonna get you some water, okay?
Bro, that dog's seen things. Oh man.
Where'd he go? Where did he go?
Miraculously, Patrick's dog Ryder is still alive after 2 full days, but he's severely dehydrated. As deputies pull Ryder from the vehicle and give him water, they notice something else. Patrick's chainsaw is missing from the truck, suggesting he might still be somewhere nearby. And while they discuss their
2
next
days?
steps, Ryder suddenly begins reacting to something in the air. Dogs like Ryder have a sense of smell up to 100,000 times more powerful than humans,
Did he
comparable
find the
even to
body?
trained police canine units. Without realizing it, officers have stumbled onto their strongest lead yet, and Ryder might guide them directly towards the answer they're looking for.
Rider is the GOAT!
Poor buddy.
What's up? No.
So that makes me think he could be down lower if he would, because his chainsaw's not here.
Yeah.
He always has his
Wanna go down for a
chainsaw.
walk?
I'm thinking so.
I'll go with you. I kind of want to walk down there and see
Dude,
if
these kind of cases suck, not only because it's murder, but because this is a smaller town. So, I mean, all these people know each other, they know of each other. So, I guess it hurts more finding out who the killer is and things like that. Because, like, it could be anyone, any one of your friends. If you know what I'm trying to say. But, like, bro, this is fucked. The situation is fucked.
still points that way.
Right. Let's walk him.
Come on.
Yeah, that poor dog hasn't probably moved in 2 days. Feels so good.
Dude, you gotta give me a break. We can't go down that. That is a completely down. There is no angle to that. I'm arguing with a dog.
As luck would have it, the dog picks up a scent, but can't pinpoint a specific location. The reason for that is something officers haven't realized yet, because there is no single place where Patrick might be. He's already been dead for 2 nights, dismembered with his own chainsaw, and scattered across the very mountains deputies are now searching. Some of his remains are already floating down the river of no return, just 20 miles from where they're standing. None of this is apparent to deputies yet, so they decide to take a closer look at Patrick's pickup truck for any additional clues. What they notice inside is very sketchy. Dark red staining across the interior, heavily soaked towels on the driver's seat, items marked with blood, and a discarded
was he getting
mail
ripped in
letter
half
with the
in the
name
car?
Alan Bruce on it. Something violent happened here, and the more deputies think about it, the more obvious what happened to Patrick becomes. So before the evening ends, they secure the scene and
Poor
return to
Patrick,
town where they
bro.
talk to other acquaintances of
The
Patrick
fuck is
who
that
collectively
called?
make one thing crystal clear. Alan had an ongoing feud with Patrick. He recently moved his motorhome using heavy equipment and damaged it in the process. And he's the only person anyone can think of who might want to hurt Patrick. With that in mind, investigators
Alan, you're a
formally
fucking
identify
bitch!
Alan Bruce as the primary suspect in Patrick Shelton's disappearance. But the reality and discoveries awaiting investigators in the coming hours are anything but straightforward, as they'll soon find themselves investigating more than one suspect. For the time being, though, search warrants are requested for both properties, and Idaho State Police are called in, bringing in a team of experienced detectives.
Man, this makes me realize how off topic, but this makes me realize how small humans are. Because I was just looking at this map, and you could see the cars on the bottom, right? And like, imagine a human compared to that, dude. We're small, bro. I just had like I just thought, dude. Wow, we are nothing, if you really think about it. In the grand scheme of space and the universe, we are like less than an atom. Like everything we do has a meaning or or means something to us on Earth, but the moment you get out of Earth, nothing fucking matters anymore. Back to the video, bro.
However, as the multi-agency effort is underway, someone in town is simultaneously running their own homicide cover-up operation.
Alan, you fucking
As
bitch.
night falls, Alan moves quietly, continuing to dump body parts and evidence in the river, and burning anything that could tie him to what he's done. At the same time, police's search and rescue units are mobilized, preparing to comb through the surrounding terrain.
Holy unlucky. W shit for the cops, but wow. Like bro. Dude, you have to be unlucky as shit. Whoa.
For any sign of Patrick. Around midnight, Deputy Mike is sent to patrol near Patrick's truck, monitoring the area in case anything changes. A few hours into his shift, something does.
Oh.
Who are you? Stop right there. Just go ahead and stop right there.
Do you Loki thinks that I Loki think he thinks he's fucked? Wow, that was a tongue twister. I just think get this AI fucking viewers out of my stream, bruh. I think he thinks he's caught.
So what are you coming out here for?
That guy there, Patrick Shelton, that's his stuff. I kind of looking after a little bit.
Okay.
Car down here, and I tried to come down here to investigate. See if someone was ripping him off.
Okay.
I didn't know
I
you
did
guys.
say it was like 12.
Okay, well, I turned my lights on, and you still were shining your light at me.
Yeah, you had your lights on me. I couldn't see where I was going.
Okay, I'm saying I turned my red and blue lights on.
Yeah.
And you were still spotlighting me, and then I instructed you to turn it off.
I don't like lights in my eyes about as much as you don't. You know, you had yours and mine, so I got three.
No, it's not even. Okay, so what are you doing? You're just keeping an eye on
Patrick Shelton.
Okay.
It's getting mad.
Those people problem going on down here, and I just want to make sure you weren't that guys.
You having a little what problem?
Thieving.
What? Thievery. Okay.
Thieving a word?
Kelly about that.
I think I conditioned.
Okay. All right. So you're just trying to keep an eye on stuff then.
Yeah, make sure nobody's ripping shit off down here.
Okay.
So, excuse me for if I got you excited.
All right.
What does that mean? Excited. Where are you going, bro?
270, 240. We can calm down. I'm code 4.
Out here, in complete darkness, Alan Bruce suddenly appears.
Follow
Nothing
him.
about this encounter adds up, because at this point, Alan isn't just the last person to see Patrick alive. He's been in a dispute with him, moved his motorhome after he disappeared, and now he's out here in the middle of the night claiming he's checking on Patrick's property and protecting it from theft. In reality, he came here to finish what he started, to destroy evidence he didn't have time to deal with earlier when deputies interrupted him. Worse yet, just minutes ago, he was at the River of No Return a couple miles away, disposing of what was left of Patrick. Deputy Mike doesn't know any of this yet, but this creepy encounter makes it clear that Alan knows something police don't. Unfortunately for him, this is where things begin to crumble, because coming back here tonight is the mistake that's about to collapse his entire cover-up operation.
He goes back? Yo, Alan, you're stupid as shit.
In the early hours of the following morning, investigators used the overnight developments and the encounter with Alan to accelerate the approval of search warrants. With everything they've seen so far, it's clear Alan knows something they don't, and they need to find out what that is. To do that, they put a plan in motion. First, get Alan off the property, search it, and if any hard evidence is found, bring him back and confront him with it. So while detectives get the search warrants approved, one deputy is sent to Alan's property with a simple objective: get Alan into the car and keep him away from the property to avoid destruction of any evidence. Alan, on the other hand, believes he's already taken care of all the incriminating evidence, and that there's nothing left to find. When Deputy Kelly arrives at the lot, Alan has no clue how quickly his entire cover-up plot will come crashing.
Does he just forget like a basket, a barrel? Because I think at the beginning of the video there was a barrel that they look into. I think he just forgets a barrel. Dumbass Alan, I hate you. I hate you, Alan.
Down on him.
Hey, Alan. How's it going? Hopefully your day's a little better than when I last ran into you. You said everything was... Well, your truck's still broken down, I guess, so maybe that's not the case. You doing alright? You just hop in the front there.
Man, this guy doesn't even know he's a killer.
Yeah, is there...
What if he just kills him right
on your
there?
property, too, to get off, too, huh?
That's scary.
So, I mean, y'all were getting along for a while there, but then... What happened there? He just started accusing you of stuff, or...?
Yeah. And there was nothing I could say to convince him that it wasn't.
Ew,
Well, I appreciate you being available to just chat with them a bit more. They're the professionals. They've got questions I probably didn't ask you.
Ew.
Even as the deputy tries to subtly probe for more information, nothing useful comes out of it, and Alan sticks to his story. Interestingly, though, Alan appears noticeably more relaxed, likely because he's confident that there's no way police can tie him to a crime. Roughly 30 minutes later, deputies and detectives arrive at the property. While Alan waits inside his car, the discovery of the evidence he failed to cover up starts with Patrick's motorhome.
Oh. Is that a gun? Yeah. Why is he two
Sheriff's office.
Did
Make
no one
yourself
see him
known.
two-handing it?
This is. Got a gun case?
Patrick's empty gun box is consistent with earlier statements that he always keeps a firearm with him. The problem is, that gun is nowhere to be found in the motorhome, and it was never found in his pickup truck the previous day. With Patrick's motorhome cleared, officers move over to Alan's property. Alan owns multiple structures and vehicles on the lot, and after clearing a few of them, deputies find no obvious signs of a crime. It seems like Alan's cover-up operation is successful so far, but that begins to change as deputies notice something unusual lingering across parts of the property.
Something stinks.
Oh, it stinks bad.
Just kind of pulled off and down.
So we're just gonna hold on this trailer
Like I said.
till we can get keys. If he won't give us keys, then we'll go from there. But we need to hold on this until we get that.
Probably not freshly moved.
Do we want to call out the cadaver dog?
Let's go ahead and do it while we're here. We've got it cleared. It might be the best way to get something to hold him.
As the search continues, deputies can smell an odor of burnt meat across parts of the lot, but no clear
Can you
source.
not get rid of the ashes?
After checking around the structures again and searching the open areas, they can't find anything. So, to pinpoint the source, deputies call in a cadaver dog trained to detect human remains. And a few minutes later, police canine Spy arrives on scene. After running the dog across the property, Spy begins alerting to the presence of something inside a set of
Spy's a dope ass name.
barrel.
I told you, bro. He forgot it, dude. Dumbass Alan, bruh.
I'm rolling. Cleaned out.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not looking, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we got our window.
in a burned moth. Ah.
Latex gloves, windows.
Mm-hmm. And doggy treats.
I'm gonna get a backed up picture.
Okay, yeah.
Inside the barrel, officers begin to uncover what Alan tried to hide. Broken window glass of a car consistent with a bullet impact, latex gloves, and traces of blood on the filter of a vacuum cleaner. After searching other barrels, officers find night vision binoculars, Patrick's baseball cap marked with blood, and most concerning of all, bone fragments and suspected human remains on multiple pieces of clothing. Additional items are recovered as well,
Ew,
including
bro.
ammunition and
That
magazines,
is
but
burp.
no firearms, suggesting the weapons may have been moved or
Excuse
hidden
me.
somewhere else. Among the findings, detectives note the missing firearms, the lack of any intact remains, and the speed at which the scene appears to have been cleaned, something particularly peculiar, leading them to consider that Alan may not have acted alone. After these discoveries, Alan's property is officially treated as a crime scene. The area is secured and forensic examiners are called in to process the evidence.
Alan needs to
Detectives
run.
now have the hard evidence they need to confront Alan, but while they prepare to do so, an unexpected development happens when Alan's younger brother Larry suddenly shows up at the scene. Hours earlier, police
Larry.
received an oddly timed phone call from him, claiming that if anything happened to Patrick, it was his own fault. Not only that, Larry made additional statements about Patrick that led detectives to question whether they might be dealing with a second suspect.
You know, he's been stealing shit of my brother's, and he said Pat's threatened him and waved a big ass gun at him. Somebody else said that he's a straight up thief. Shelton's an opportunist. He's going to take advantage of anything that he can, you know, if he thinks he can get away with it.
Yo, I don't want to be up
so
close to
he
your
was
ear,
kind of
bro.
concerned Patrick might
down.
do something stupid, use a gun or something.
Concerned Pat's going to kill him, you know.
Right.
On the call, Larry made it clear that Patrick was the aggressor and the one who had been threatening Alan, leading investigators to suspect he might know more than what he shared on the phone.
Alan looks perfectly fine. He didn't look like he had any injuries, while the other guy is cut up to pieces in sludge in a barrel.
So naturally, their suspicions rise when he arrives at the search warrant scene unannounced. Once detectives begin speaking with him, Larry seems confident he can prove that Patrick was the problem.
Howdy. How's it going? And you are?
I'm Alan's brother.
Okay, I'm Sergeant Tuttle with the State Police. So obviously, your brother got himself in a lot of trouble.
That's what it sounds like.
Starting to rain. You want to go in the trailer? We can go sit in the trailer where we're not getting rained on. You said that Shelton? Is that the guy's name?
Patrick Shelton, yeah.
Okay. And he was threatening your brother, right?
Right.
And so is that something your brother told you, or do you have other knowledge of that?
That's something my brother told me. My
Oh.
brother said, hey, he pulled a pistol and waved it in my face and threatened me. And
So you got the chainsaw and cut him into pieces? Yeah, nice job, Alan. Fuck you.
And how long ago did your brother tell you that? About a week?
that was probably about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
If somebody was waving a gun at me, I'd
Stay right
probably
there.
be, wanting to have something to defend myself too,
Right.
But, my brother had been asking Shelton to move for months.
Okay.
And Shelton was like, well, f*** you, basically. So my brother took the little road grader, or the little dozer,
You
and
totaled his car?
pulled his stuff and put it out here on the other
Pulled
side
Shelton's
of the fence.
stuff. Is this something your brother told you, or is this something you saw?
As far as moving the stuff,
Yeah.
I came by the day that he was moving stuff on the
okay.
way home. What I done know, when my brother had moved the stuff just to try to get the pressure off of my brother, I texted Shelton and I told him, hey, I moved your crap off of my brother's lot. So then he texted me back when he got to town going, I got a beef with you. I mean, Shelton's a drunk and a dope fiend. Okay, so I told him you're not getting your junk off my brother's lot. That was off Alan's lot. That was May 3rd.
Okay.
He goes, I'm broke down and trying to get a ride.
Then you said, never mind, I moved it for you. Give Alan back whatever you took it his.
Yeah, he goes, who is this? Alan's brought the beef to me
So
anyway.
he's trying to take Alan's position? Like he wants all the blame on him? I don't understand why he would do that. But I don't know.
I don't have any of his. Well, Alan kept showing me pictures of stuff that was missing, where it
Right.
was and missing, and Patrick was like one of the only people in
Yeah,
here.
Alan, you messed up because you wanted his stuff off your shit. Oh, I just spit. You wanted fuck, I don't remember what I was gonna say. You wanted the stuff off your land, and all of a sudden you're protecting his shit. Come on, Alan, do better. Well, you're in jail now, so you didn't do good enough. But
So,
Yeah,
or
right.
she have a beef with you too.
Okay.
Let's put bring your beef. We know who you are, drug addicts. Just remember you me with all of us. And I'd taken pictures from the sheriff office parking lot thinking that, well, maybe he'd think I'm a sheriff and maybe he'd pack his, or leave Alan alone and get the fuck out of town, So I put, me with all of us, you'll lose. Best thing for you to do is pack up and leave Custer County and don't come back.
Alan's brother goes on
Damn,
to
they
pull
didn't want him in the whole fucking city, I guess town.
up additional messages
Holy
between
shit.
him and Patrick. The messages he shares show the feud escalating over time, primarily over Patrick refusing to move his property off the land and accusations that he'd been stealing from Alan. As detectives read through them, it becomes clear that Alan's brother wasn't just aware of the conflict, he was involved in it at some point. This only adds to investigators' suspicions, so instead of continuing to circle around it, the detective says exactly what he's thinking.
Ain't no sign of Shelton, though, huh? Find a body or anything, or?
There's signs of Shelton, just not living signs of Shelton. One of the things I'm trying to wrap my head around is, I'm like, how did he do that by himself? He's not a very big guy. Like, how would he move things around without somebody helping him? Like, if he, let's just say that if he shot Shelton and took...
He's accusing him of helping him. I wouldn't be surprised. This is his brother, and he wants all the blame on him, so probably did happen.
Took him somewhere and dumped his body, who would he call to help him?
I have no fucking clue. I mean, he wouldn't call me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Does he have good...
Bro, never say that. Never ever say, oh, he wouldn't, I wouldn't. Just put you on the top. I would never do that. He would never call me. It's stupid. He put you at the top, but do it. Don't say it.
Friends that...
I don't know. I don't know what he's capable of, I mean...
Right.
I don't know anybody that would help him move something, help him commit a crime,
You, bro, it's you!
I mean, my wife would shoot me if I helped him,
How long have you been married?
Since 2016.
Yeah, she murdered him.
9 years. Last night she's like going, well, this and that, and what if it was Alan? What if he comes and kills us in our sleep, I was like, because, she was watching that Criminal Minds for a long time, after she retired from the DA, it's like, serial killers,
I can't tell if this guy's chill or not, if he was in it or he wasn't. I can't tell. But Alan, come on, bro. Well, what if Alan's a bad guy either way. Let's just get that out. But I guess Alan killed him because he didn't take his stuff off of his property. That's what I've gotten so far. But that's pretty fucking stupid. Could just call the cops instead of murdering him. No, but that's not all of it. He was apparently stealing. I don't know.
Don't worry about serial killers. When it's all said and done, everybody will know everything.
You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
What does that
mean? Interesting remark, Larry shifts from defending his brother to no longer being certain, and begins to see things the way investigators do. With nothing else to add, police wrap up the interview with Larry, still uncertain of his involvement. Now they can finally turn their attention back to Alan, who's still sitting in the car, completely unaware of what's just been uncovered on his lot. At this point, investigators have enough to place Alan under arrest and pursue homicide charges. The problem is, they don't have a body, and they don't have a confession, both of which are critical in building a solid case, especially when it comes to proving exactly what happened and how. But with the evidence discovered on his property, this is their best chance to confront Alan directly and push for a confession.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Exactly what happened and how. But with the evidence
is that just a fucking like a dryer or a washer out in the middle of nowhere? It's just out.
Discovered on his property, this is their best chance to confront Alan directly and push for a confession. The stakes are extremely high. If Alan plays his cards right, a skilled defense attorney can create just enough reasonable doubt to get him out of this scot-free.
I'm live right now. Yeah.
Housekeeping. You want me to fluff your pillow?
What the fuck was that?
Dog hitting on other spots on the property that have bone fragments. And the only thing that dog is trained to hit on is dead humans. You know, there was only 2 people here that night, you and him. Right? There's nobody else that I can talk to. Can't find him. I mean, if you didn't do it and somebody else did, can you point me in the right direction?
I can't do that. I don't know anybody else is out here.
No, that's like I said, I don't either.
Even after hearing this, Alan continues his denial. But this is exactly why investigators brought him back to the property. It's a part of a strategy known as crime scene exposure. Experienced detectives use this technique to confront suspects with something directly tied to the crime, like the scene itself or key pieces of evidence. This creates psychological pressure, making it harder to maintain a lie, and often triggering unexpected reactions or slips in their story. So investigators take Alan out of the car and bring him back to the center of the lot, back to the very place where everything likely happened, to see if he will finally break.
Well, we want to be able to tell the prosecutor you helped us every which way you could.
I can take my case and go to prison for the rest of my life. What?
I don't know. I can't tell you what the prosecutor.
I gotta go to the jury trial now.
You don't
Yo,
have to
just rat yourself out, bro. They know.
So the way it works here is
Just confess.
he doesn't feel like we should let you stay free, right? So we're still going to continue to investigate this case with your help or without your help. We're still going to dig through.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some things that like concern me, like, and I don't know if you were asking about like who drove the truck up in the mountains.
Nobody drove it. I towed it up there.
Oh, you towed it up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that's far. You look like the guy in the blue shirt. I look like the guy in the blue shirt. Dude, is it because I'm wearing a blue shirt? I do not look like the guy in the fucking blue shirt.
With which vehicle?
The guy's 100 pounds heavier than me.
My dog.
Okay.
Took the barn and towed it up here.
Oh, okay. What'd you do with the dog?
Left it in the truck. I wasn't dispatched, but I figured, nah, just leave the truck. Maybe the wheel figure for it.
Yeah.
Up there would have found him. It was in the middle
How
of
dog
fucking
did you
I didn't want to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing.
Yeah. So
It's just, I mean, we're in a rock and a hard place right now, right? It's where we've been all day. It's where we're going to continue to be until we can completely wrap this up and figure out what the hell actually happened.
Well, before you take me out, I'd like to lock on myself.
Okay. Well,
yeah, we're not going to leave this
Yeah, we
unsecured.
don't leave it like that,
I mean,
man.
we'll lock it all up and bring in the
Yeah.
keys.
Close the gate. Whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't call. I'm in trouble.
Well, that's part of it, but you also destroyed some evidence.
Oh shit.
What did you?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Alan. Dude, come on. Did you burn a body? Come on.
Yeah, I did.
Oh!
And you didn't tell anybody. So, like, look at it from
Why
from
would he
our
say
point of
that?
view.
What are you
know,
doing?
We do the right thing for Patrick's
What are you doing,
family.
bro?
You know what I mean? We got to try to find that body. You know, we got to do the right thing for his family.
There is no body found. He was reduced down to nothing.
Oh my
Nothing.
god.
Did you chop him up?
No, I threw him in a burn barrel with a bunch of wood underneath him. And, yeah, I chopped him up.
Like,
I took a chainsaw to him.
okay, where's the
What
chainsaw?
am I even watching? Like a fire video.
Gone.
Oh, I thought they melted him.
It's gone.
I thought
Did
he
you throw
melted
it
him.
in the
You burned
river?
him.
I got rid of it. Believe me, I burned it.
You burned the chainsaw?
Yeah.
Is it in the barrel? And I've never chainsawed a body, but I think there would be like blood and skin and gristle and stuff, you know.
Yeah, it was ugly.
And so, like, where's that at? Like, how did you clean that up?
Took a shovel and rake, raked up everything I could, walked it down with a hose and put Clorox on it.
And the chainsaw's where?
Keep the burn barrel burned on his last day.
Alan finally cracks, admitting that he shot Patrick, dismembered him, and burned the body before disposing of the remains. With a confession now on record, investigators turn their attention to a critical question. Did Alan act alone, or is there something even darker he's still hiding? But before detectives can press further, Alan makes a surprising claim.
He came up with that pistol, we're gonna do it.
And we're not arguing. We're not arguing that point. We're just trying to figure out.
Oh
like,
wait,
what-
if that's true, does he get charged and go to jail, or is he in fear for his life and in self-defense?
you did with the body, how you did it, and where it's at, if there's anything left.
Not much.
Did you have any help with it?
That's just where you shoot, shut up, and shove.
Do you see our point? I mean, what we're trying to do at all, Alan?
I tried to hide it and get away with it.
Yeah. And like I said, we're just trying to, get some closure for his family and present the picture so that everybody understands why you did what you did.
Said you better pull the trigger, mother. Things come up the gun. At that point, it was me or him,
Despite Alan's claims that he killed Patrick in self-defense, it hardly explains the brutality and concealment that followed. Following this, Alan is arrested and charged with first-degree murder, along with multiple additional charges. Later that day, dive teams and officers are sent to the river area where Alan claimed he dumped the remains. But despite extensive search efforts, nothing of evidentiary value is recovered.
So his remains are
In
still
the
in the
days that
lake.
follow, police obtain a warrant to search Alan's phone, where they find the most critical evidence in the case. On
These are
Alan's
pictures?
phone, detectives find a hostile exchange from May 7th, where Patrick texts Alan, "You will be seeing me soon. Make your peace." And Alan responds, "Never be at my place after dark or else." But it's in the camera roll where they find what they had been unable to locate for days. A photo of Patrick, dead inside the cab of his truck with his silver pistol next to him. The photo was taken at 6:25 a.m. on May 8th. When asked about it, Alan claims he took the photo as proof, in case he ever needed it. A couple months later, in July 2025, police receive a call from fishermen reporting a burn barrel floating in a different area of the Salmon River. Officers and divers recover the barrel and transport it for forensic examination, but no human remains or items linked to Patrick are found inside, likely because everything had already been destroyed or lost in the River of No Return. As for the missing firearms, investigators later uncover both the rifle and Patrick's silver pistol at the residence of an associate of Alan. The man claims Alan brought the weapons to him asking him to sell them, and with no evidence tying his associates or his brother to the homicide or the cover-up, investigators determined that Alan acted alone. In October 2025, Alan's initial charges were reduced to second-degree murder and destruction of evidence after Alan entered an Alford plea, meaning he maintains his innocence while acknowledging that prosecutors have enough evidence to convict him. In November 2025, a judge denies Alan's last-minute attempt to withdraw the plea and sentences him to 20 years in prison. He must serve at least 10 years before becoming eligible for parole, meaning he will get a chance to walk free in his 80s. But given the severity of the crime, there is a very real possibility he never leaves prison at all.
Yeah. Oh my god, W video, bro. Let's put this back to full. That's not what I wanted. W video. That was actually good as fuck. Oh my god.